Why, hello there, and welcome to Universal Studios Hollywood. Now, I did this intro once before, and actually Jordan from the Nash Files was with me. A couple months ago, we rode the studio tour. I rode it several times and got a bunch of different sections, but there's a couple sections that I didn't go through. So we're here again a couple months later to try it again. So this is the ultimate studios tour. Let's go check it out. This whole center section of the studios here, this was not set up like this last time I was here. So they added a whole bunch of photo ops and different history. So here we have the parting of the Red Sea, explaining different parts of the tour, all old photographs. This is phenomenal. Look at this. Little center ticket booth area it's themed like the Glamor Tram. Here we have a Universal Studios Tour coloring page. It's got the whole tour in the background. And there's also a paper tram craft box that you can make a little craft. You can make the tram yourself out of paper. The ice tunnel went through several iterations over its nearly 40 years of the tour. Here you have a photo opportunity of the ice tunnel. Have an old Western set, the stunt show, 1964. Apparently we can meet Scuba George here in front of the Amity Island sign. Amity Island Help Shark welcomes you. Here we have the DeLorean sitting right out front here. Look at those time circuits on. A little bit about the Universal Studios Backlot Tour. Long time part of the studios here before it was actually even a park. This tour is actually what kind of made it a theme park. So in 1915, guests would actually sit in bleachers. It cost 25 cents, and they would sit and watch on the studio until 1964, when the pink and white Glamor Trams, now they look more red to me than pink, but sources say pink. But the Glamor Trams took you onto the back lot here. It was the main way to see everything of Universal. The commissary was the original departing point of the trams. Then in 1965, the upper lot for the studio tour had opened. That's when they created the upper lot entrance for the trams. You used to actually be able to depart on the lower lot as well, but when Jurassic Park was built, that became not an option anymore. So the upper lot, where we are walking right now, is the one and only entrance to the epic studio tour. Many things were filmed here and are still filmed here. Psycho, Back to the Future, Great Outdoors, War of the Worlds was here. We're going to be able to see many of those sets as we go through and see if you can spot some others.
Also have to go over some safety before we get too far. First, if you need guest assistance or have a medical emergency, or if you drop something of value off the side of the tram, or have any sound or video issues, reach up, grab the red E-cord, runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram, and I will be back to assist you as soon as it is safe to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, please stay seated, keeping arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Remember to use the red cord above your head if you need any assistance. This studio is private property, so if at any time those around you, please do not use your selfie sticks while aboard the tram. All right, let's get this 60th anniversary studio tour underway. I got my master of ceremonies. He's the host of The Tonight Show on NBC.
If this is your first visit or your 60th, get ready for fun, excitement, and an experience like no other.
As as we start to head down the hill on the right side, we got a view of Super Nintendo World out there. On the left side, a view of the construction site for our upcoming roller coaster based on the Fast and Furious. And a lot of our movie posters lining the hill, giving you a little sense of our history. Well, here is a little more. Ultimately, the studio opened to the public on March 15th, 1915. It was our founder, Carl Levy's idea to bring guests to the lot and have them watch silent movies being made. They can walk from set to set. You can see the addition 25 cents there. And they could cheer on the good guys, boo the bad guys. It was a lot of fun until, of course, sound came in the mid-20s. And the need for quiet on the set kind of ended that original walking tour. But in the 1960s, under the leadership of company chairman Lou Wasserman and executives Al Dorskin and Jay Stein, the idea for reviving the tour of the studio returned. And the Gray Line bus tours that originated in Hollywood actually started making a stop at our gates. On July 15th, 1964, the first of our red and white candy-striped Glamor Trams took 67 passengers on a 2-hour driving tour of the lot, and the world-famous studio tour was born. It started with 2 guides, 2 drivers, and a ticket seller working out of a booth on Lake Lucia. And from there, we expanded with one-of-a-kind elements like the rock slide, the burning house. Both of those attractions were in this part of the lot back in the 1970s and 80s. Now, we're continuing our journey into the front lot of the studio. The front lot undergoing a major expansion. We're about to open a big office building that you can see here to your left side. We also have new screening rooms, a big new commissary building, so a bit of a facelift going on. The front lot of the studio, which houses administrative offices, our sound and editing departments, Oscar award-winning departments that are big in the post-production part of the whole process. And of course, a lot of our sound stages are big warehouses where we do about 90% of production. We got 36 in total here, many of them here in the front lot, but we'll get to those in a second. On the right side of the street, you still have the theme park, right? So this is the bottom of the Jurassic World ride. That's my favorite ride in the park, actually. And then we're going to go right behind Super Nintendo World. Of course, home to Mario and Luigi, 2 of the stars of the biggest movie of 2023.
Big cities, quiet suburbs, even that guy's hometown. Yeah, that guy. For countless movies and TV shows. This is Universal's Metro Sets.
Out here. So it's also the site of one of our attractions on the studio tour for many years, a historic attraction. Here to talk to you about it is one of the stars of Kung Fu Panda 4, as well as our 2005 version of King Kong, none other than Jack Black.
And self-action. Did you know the Metro sets were once the home to Hollywood's biggest star? Right here is where the original studio tour King Kong attraction resided from 1986 until 2008. He stood 30 feet tall and weighed in at 13,000 pounds. Over the years, millions of guests got to meet King Kong face to face as he shook the tram. So close you could feel it.
On Street here in the Metro sets known as Brownstone Street. You may recognize it from shows like The Mickey Project or the movie Bruce Almighty, as you see there on your monitors. Also, earlier I was mentioning a show called St. Dennis Medical. That's a new show starring David Allen Greer, Bundy McClendon coming, and you can see it in the series.
1985, 1955, and the far, far distant future, 2015. To this day, this is one of the most popular sets on the Universal Studio Tour.
We had a lot of fun making those films here on the lot. I wonder what it'd be like to go back to those days. If only we had a time machine.
Hey everybody, do you think we can get this tram up to 88 miles per hour?
And the future is now. As we turn into Courthouse Square, you'll see the time machine and you'll see Doc Brown too.
Is where I sent Marty McFly back to the future. And that's what we're going to do with you right now. What do you say, my friends? Are we ready for a time traveling experiment? Yeah! Yeah! Hey, good thing that guy said yeah. All we're going to do is get this baby up to 80 miles an hour, and we'll see you in the future. Bye.
Courthouse Square, you may also recognize from some newer.
I had an early affection for movie monsters. I was always fascinated by the magic behind making movies. But I fell in love with zombie movies and monster movies as a young kid. My world that I come from is skateboarding and graffiti and comic books. You also,
over there to your
It was
left.
incredible to see him put it all together. He has work all over the world, a lot of pieces here in LA, and we're so honored to have this on our lot. I believe it might be his largest piece, maybe like second largest. So an incredible homage to our monster legacy here at Universal. You might also see it there. Both of these attractions debuted on the tour about 50 years ago, back in the 1970s. So, and have obviously since retired, but now they lead us into the cave and will get us back to Skull Island from the 2005 King Kong. Everyone, King Kong 363. Later on before. Season, I can't wait. We bring in a live studio audience into stage 30 and 31 when we film our live taped episodes, which is a lot of fun. We also have a body of water here to your left, right in the middle of the lake, called, or right in the middle of the lot, called Park Lake, also called the Hollywood Ocean, and it is here. We debuted an attraction on the tour back in 1973 called the Parting of the Red Sea. You'll see it here on your screens. Inspired by the Paramount film, The Ten Commandments, back to star of the movie, Charlton Heston made an appearance at one point to part the waters for our guests. We would drive the trams right through the middle of the lake, giving everyone on board a sea-level view.
This tram is overloaded. Tell them they can walk on water. It's part of the tour.
And we're also exploding water mines, torpedoes, prop submarines, part of the action on the lake. That lake was also the birthplace of one of our very famous movie monsters, this guy right here, creature from the Black Lagoon. All the above water scenes were shot out in Park Lake. You can see the Gillman right there. So that movie celebrating its 70th anniversary this year is part of our monster legacy here at Universal. This back half of the lot, which nowadays houses satellite dishes and sound stages, used to house a giant village set that we used over and over and over again for all these classic monster movies. Things like Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Mummy. We still have a little bit of cobblestone on the lot. Welcome to Little Europe. Beautiful part of the studio used by Disney as Genovia and Princess Diaries, a royal engagement. They also used it in Pirates of the Caribbean as Port Royale. And over the years, we've used it for a lot of episodes of television. Everything from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, True Blood, to things like SEAL Team and Quantum Leap have filmed here. But for 4 years, this was all the good place. In fact, you can see we resurrected the yogurt shop straight in front of you from that wonderful show.
You, Eleanor Shellstrom, are dead. Cool. This location. Afterlife. They've never I've ever seen. Yes, you're in a good place.
I'm not supposed to be here.
I can't risk going to the bad place.
It's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
Yes, that show was so awesome. We were here for all 4 seasons. This set was really its main location. We saw it in almost every episode. It was key to the story. Really, really wonderful show. It all streams now on Netflix, so go check it out. Nowadays, we also use this area a lot for the show Bel Air. They use the gray and white house, the yard here to your left side, as the influencer house in the show, mostly filming kind of from the inside, not necessarily using it for the outside. That house also home to a talk show for many years called Home and Family that aired on the Hallmark Channel. But this back half of the lot really was home to all of our movie monsters for quite a few decades.
We think of Universal, we think of monsters. Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, Hunchback, the Invisible Man,
It looks like a subway station. On the right side, right next to Paul One. Mechanical effects stage. It resets in about 15 seconds, and that is about 60,000 gallons of water coming at us. That all gets recycled down to the tanks and back up to do it over and over again. I'll let you know we're a little bit past the halfway point on the tour. Just want to remind everyone to stay seated during our entire tour. The studio is private property. If you drop your phone or just can't wait to use the restroom, pull a cord. I'll be back to assist you, but please remain seated on the tram, especially as we approach the small town of Amity Island. Now, the sign says the beach is closed. We got special permission, so we're going to take you right down by the water. You, of course, might remember Amity from the hit movie Jaws. It was a perfect vacation spot with a little bit of a shark problem. You can see Amity on your right side, looking beautiful today. Looks like we got a shark in the water. Oh, I think we have our diver out there too. Oh, there he is.
Oh, no, he's gonna
Okay, so it's okay. The diver's been trained. I'm sure he knows what to do in this type of situation. Okay, wow. Alright, we're gonna hook up over here. It's okay, we'll keep you safe behind all these gasoline barrels. Oh, we attached bait to the yellow barrel out there. The water looks like the shark took it. We took a gas line too. He's here! Watch out!
Yes, sir.
1975, this attraction, April 9th, 1976, less than a year later. Jaws was such a huge hit, so successful, became the #1 movie of all time, the first ever summer blockbuster, made Steven Spielberg a household name, but reportedly they had so many challenges while filming, like the mechanical shark sinking to the bottom of the ocean, and that pushed the production release into the summer of '75, but it all worked out.
Creative circle of tremendous designers at Universal that were trying to figure out how to replicate what the movie had done to audiences in a real way by building a physical shark that would come out of the water and terrify tourists as they were sitting in the tram. And the most amazing thing about the Jaws ride is it is exactly as it was from the time it was first placed on the Universal lot. There have been tweaks, of course, over the years, but it is essentially what the designers and myself all envisioned and created. I'm done bashing the shark. Thank you, Jaws, for everything you've done for me. But I will say, consistently, the shark did work much better on the tour than it did in the Atlantic Ocean in 1974.
Now, we're going to head into another classic attraction. Here to get us there is today's show co-host and weather anchor, Al Roker.
Time for my favorite part of the tour, weather. When it comes to film and TV, it is truly a special effect. In fact, to demonstrate how weather effects are created, we debuted our first major attraction here on the studio tour way back in 1968. Welcome to the only part of the Backlot Tour. Chance of rain. The flash flood.
The waterfalls go down and that's how we play it before. So it's really simple, but our special guest team did a fantastic job. Some guys that stop Uh-oh. You guys hear no loud noise coming out the top?
It's a historic area of the lot. We used to have 6 that all met in the middle like a wagon wheel, which is why we still refer to this area as 6 points. Nowadays we use it for TV shows. Quantum Leap filmed an episode out here a couple of years ago. Quentin Tarantino filmed his 9th movie here, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Leo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt. Over the years, a lot of big actors made appearances here as a cowboy, whether it was Clint Eastwood, Jimmy Stewart, John Wayne, Kirk Douglas. You see several of those people on your screens here. We've shot things like the Virginian wagon train was actually done on these streets. Nowadays, if we film out here, we're going to cover the asphalt dirt, and we often have to cover the ends of the road because it is right in the middle of our lot. We don't want the audience to watch it, see that we're in the middle of a studio rather than out in the Old West. So for Quantum Leap, we actually built kind of digital mountains at the end of the street to kind of prevent you from seeing the sound stages out here. Now, a lot of people don't realize this doesn't always play the Old West. Sometimes it plays kind of a bygone era. It was 1900 Australia in a Disney movie called Saving Mr. Banks. And in 1985, Steven Spielberg did the original color purple in this area of the lot. That one starred Whoopi Goldberg as well as Oprah. He obviously has a huge legacy here at Universal, very involved not only with our studio but the tour as well, especially the jazz attraction.
From the coastal town of the end of the island. Welcome to our suburban neighborhood. So everyone's so beautiful here. And let me show you around. We are about to enter Lilac House coming up on your left. See it, this really bright one. In the 1960s, it was 1313 Kimber Lane in the 1960s. The yellow house right next to it. Take a mental picture of this yellow house. In the 70s, the Hardy Boys lived in this yellow house. And then Filipino, played by Terry Hatcher from Desperate Housewives, into the same yellow house. More recently, the same yellow house again can be seen in Netflix Never Have I Ever. That is Davey's home on the show. So if you watch the show, you know that Davey lives in California. So to London Street, Sure, and that's California. All of the homes here are now complete with upstairs, downstairs, kitchens, and bedrooms. The houses on the other side of the street can be seen in productions, such as the with Comics, the TV series Providence, ABC's Desperate Housewives, the Amazon Prime movie Penny Kane Lane starring Eddie Murphy and Tracy Ellis Ross. Some loves the light blue one that is coming up. You can see the lighthouse on the left. You can also see it on the screen. You can see this house in our Peacock series clip.
Let the festivities begin. How many we got? Well, come on, John, you're doing a public service here. If a kid leaves the house in a less than stellar Halloween costume, he's got to get the bad news before he makes a fool of himself all over town. We're Samaritans.
Let's see what this neighborhood looks like in other productions. From complete line estate on your left. You may pilot in the back of your picture you live in a home of tomorrow today. One of the executive producers of Back of Your Chair was Steven. As well as history of the lot, and look at that, we've turned into a set from a Steven Spielberg film. This is the plane crash set from the movie War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds starred Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning. It actually filmed all over the U.S. A lot of it filmed on location in New Jersey, but you obviously cannot do this type of set on location. You really kind of only do this in a controlled environment like this. So he and his production designer, Rick Carter, kind of built this from scratch. The plane itself, bought from the plane graveyard out in the desert, brought here piece by piece. So really, truly impressive. You can see a little bit of this set here on your screens.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision escape.
You forget to sit down and talk about War of the World. That thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. Listen, Conrad, listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Okay, I'm closed. Robbie, get in. Get in.
It took them months to kind of build this set, put it together, and then a few weeks for filming. That I just showed you is most of the scene from the movie. Now, before this was a plane crash, it was all of Whoville for Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and then it was also something called Site B. That was a set that was built for 2 Jurassic films, both The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3. So this area has kind of changed what it's looked like through the years. It always is really cool to get to see kind of all the behind the scenes work that happens here every single day. At Universal, we've seen a lot of it here as we have kind of gone through the lot. All the teams of people that we work with, it's literally hundreds of people behind the scenes that put this stuff together. Rick Carter, great example. He's won many Academy Awards for production design. It's a piece of Hollywood history still standing here on our lots, and you might be checking it out to your left side. You can see our next destination. One of the hallmarks on the first few decades of our studio tour was a visit to Prom Plaza, where guests actually pointless and lifetime photo opportunities here. Ensure you take your belongings and your security glasses when you're ready.
Photo opportunities here between the Hollywood and the Psycho house there in the car. Some nice photo spots. This is one of the original trams from 1964. More photo ops. Jordan's loving this right now, so we're temporarily at a stop for the tram tour. He is a big Fast and Furious fan. They got some cars right here. He's ecstatic.
Sorry, Randy.
Oh, you're good.
I'm getting goosebumps right now just seeing these. I'm like geeking out on the inside. I saw the Skyline last year, but that's the Charger from Fast 7. Furious 7. Dude, I'm so excited.
Here we have some vehicles from Whoville. We have a family sedan. This is from How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And we also have the taxi cab right here. A lot of photo opportunities here. We got King Kong, Jaws. It's a nice little stop. Nice little stop. And right up there is the Psycho house. Fun times. Love that photo op with Bruce.
Hi, I'm David Allen Greer.
And I'm Wendy McClendon Cups. As part of the tour. And of course, stay seated, keep those arms and legs in the vehicle, and if at any point you have an emergency, meet guest assistance, drop an item of value, pull the red cord that runs
There's often in the hundreds work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Show. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Why? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It is smack dab in the center of the U.F.O hotspot. What's a battery on? You're about to find out. Welcome to the world of no.
Good morning, and let's get out. That's what I'm joining.
And now we're coming to a part of the studio where we had an exhibit known as the Doom Glacier Expedition, better known as the Ice Tunnel, featured an episode of the $6 Million Man starring Lee Majors with Andre the Giant as Bigfoot. The tram had collected at an imaginary elevation of 12,000 feet. The only way back to the theme park was through the ice tunnel, where the slightest sound could trigger an avalanche, and it always did, causing the walls to spin and guests to tilt along with the Hollywood special effects. What a ride. Novak, I am giving a tour. What do you want from me?
Look, this
This might be more serious than I thought.
Well, you're only serious, so I don't know how to decipher the two. Ah, yeah.
I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation.
That's right, my boyfriend Hobbs just dialed in to let me know that we currently have a witness on board that is undercover. So everyone please remain seated, holding on to your belongings, getting those 3D glasses nearby. But don't come outside yet. I'll let you know when. I need to switch this feel and get about to get a little fast. And a little, dare I say, furious?
This is what we're doing. This is the race day after party, and where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Bill,
that's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. I got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cop, I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours.
Hobbs, escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of something.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate. Shaw traced us. Ops can't hold him forever. Lenny, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle.
You got it.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Lenny ready to roll.
Furious and Tokyo Drift on out of here. Aw, thanks, Don, you big old softy. Bidding us one final adieu is our master of ceremonies, Mr. Jimmy Fallon.
Over the past 6 decades, the studio tour has taken guests on an amazing behind-the-scenes look at a movie studio in a way that only Universal can. I hope that you had a great time today, and on behalf of everyone at Universal, thank you for joining us to celebrate our diamond anniversary. Here's to another 60 years.
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy, and thank you for celebrating 60 years of the studio tour with us, my trampoline. Our 60th anniversary is special to us because the studio tour is where it all began for Universal destinations and experiences. From 2 Glamor Trams flying around the studio lot in the summer of '64, we have developed into so much more, including 7 parks, entertaining millions of guests every year, and the upcoming Universal Epic Universe opening in 2025. Yeah, I'd also like to acknowledge all the studio tour ambassadors, drivers, and studio guides throughout our history who have helped make the studio tour world famous. From our first 4 guides and drivers to the hundreds of team members who support the tour today, we thank you. To our past members, thank you for being with us today. If you're not a past member, head to the Universal box office to see how you can upgrade to an annual pass so that you can come back again and again. Now on the count of 3, can I get a big old thank you, Anna? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Anna, for keeping us safe. And on behalf of Adam, myself, Regina, your tour guide, and everyone here at Universal Studios Hollywood, we want to wish you a happy 60th anniversary of the studio tour, my trampoline. That is a wrap. As you disembark the tram, watch your step, return your 3D glasses to those blue bins, drink your water, and have a Tram-Tastic day. Thank you. Bye.
And that was it. The Universal Studios Tram Tour here in Hollywood. If you enjoyed the video, like it, subscribe to the channel. We do lots of filming locations, travel videos, and random things from time to time. And until next time, be good, have fun, and learn something.